You want money, but you are also a gamer. How do you do it? How do you monopolize the game industry? Well, there's only one way, and that is becoming a game designer. Hello, my name is Emad. I'm known for publicly defaming Justin Trudeau and threatening to throw him out of a window. And in today's video, we are going to dive deep into the career of a game designer. Now, I'm a simple man. If money is involved, I'm in. How much does a game designer get paid? The lowest a game designer can get paid is around $50K for an entry position, and it can reach a peak of $100K and even more. It all depends on what your position is in the company, a lead game designer or just a regular run-of-the-mill game designer, and how much you contribute to the company. The more successful the game, the more money you make. In the past, game designers such as Shigeru Miyamoto, the guy that made everyone's favorite plumber, makes around $1 million per year, but he's been working there since 1977 and has made large contributions to making some of the best games and level designs in history. There is a large pay discrepancy between senior and entry game designer, but simply put, the better the games you make, the more you get paid. Now, money is important, but what else is important is the nature of the job. Is the job slave labor, or is it a peaceful work environment? As a game designer, you typically work in an office. However, just because you work in an office doesn't make this an easy job. Most of the time, it's slave labor. They typically work you 40 hours a week like any job. However, this can change frequently, as during nearing deadlines, they will work you so bad, you're going to be wishing that you pursued a career in advertising or something stupid like that. Kiss your wife and your kids goodbye because you're not going to see them for the rest of your life. As a game designer, you work in a team with other game designers and developers to come up with ideas that'll make the game better. That is, unless you work for yourself on games. If you freelance or you are a self-employed game designer, your workplace can be anywhere. Your office, your mother's basement, the bathroom, whatever you want. What skills do you need for the job? There's a popular saying that goes, skills are good. Now, as a game designer, you need skills in creativity, teamwork, listening to your devil coworkers, and dedication. As for more technical skills, 2D and 3D modeling, and expertise in software will get you very far. A lot of game design is also patience, as most of the time, your ideas will be rejected, either by yourself or again by your devilish coworkers. Rejection is a nice segue into the cons and pros of the job. Let's be positive and start with the pros. You get to be creative, you get to do what you love, make memories for others. And then the cons. You can get laid off very easily if you unsuccessfully make a game, consider yourself a dead man walking, heavy work hours, high competition, unstable pay, you are a keyboard warrior, no respect from your family, and you won't even see your family. And much, much more. This job is one of those jobs that sounds good on paper, but can truly be a bad work environment for the faint of heart. Most people that have this job say that it's a miserable experience, as less senior game designers do not get the same treatment as the higher-ups. Training. Training is important for any job in the industry. A Shaolin monk on a mountain talking about training is most of the time you can get good experience by just designing by yourself, making 2D, 3D models, and getting your foot in the door with someone. Those are the easiest ways to learn how to game design. However, if you're the kind of person who prefers degrees, there are also options of that sort. An example would be York University in Toronto that provides you with a degree in digital media, so you can get all sorts of expertise in designing models and staging in the digital world. U of T, the school that most American kids get into and then leave after 4 years, yeah, that school has a computer science degree with a focus in game design. U of T is a good option as well as it is well renowned, but most people follow the same principle about learning computer science, and if they like computer science, they can stick with it, or if they want to go into game design, they can focus in game design. This segues perfectly into placements. If you are willing to go to Waterloo, there are specific computer science co-op placements. How it works is that you are a student and a worker at the same time. You typically alternate between being a student for 4 months to a worker for the next 4. The best part being is that you get paid experience that can help you make some money and make a dent in that tuition because God knows mom and dad are not paying for it anymore. This is helpful as Waterloo costs $5.5K per term or $40,000 total just in tuition, not even diving into housing and dormitories. Now, why would I choose this job? It sounds absolutely terrible, and yeah, this job kind of sucks. However, if you work for yourself and make games with a very small team, you get way more leverage on what you want to do creatively. Granted, you will get paid less because the company is smaller, and it all depends on whether or not the game you make is popular. Some examples of this would be Toby Fox and his work on a game called Undertale. The team was under 5 people, and the game wasn't a particularly fancy game. The art was made in Microsoft Paint. However, this gave Toby Fox the creative freedom over the game and to do whatever he wanted with it. And now that game has garnered Toby Fox $26.7 million off of game sales alone on Steam, which is way more than any game designer would make, probably in a lifetime of work. This is also why I'm suited for this job. I am an elite businessman. Call me the Wolf of Toronto Street. Yeah, that's me. I know my way around making a nice game and marketing that bad boy. I'm more of a fan of working on my own than being part of the bourgeoisie. I also like using Blender and modeling software sometimes to create things, which is a big part of the job. Now, if you're looking for more details on the life of a game designer, I suggest looking around on YouTube for day in the life kind of videos. But let's be honest, those videos suck. Half of the time the video is them taking stinky poopies rather than talking about game design. Those videos look like they were filmed on a Nokia 3310. The best way to find information about how to do game design honestly would just be from doing things on your own and gaining experience from there. You can look at videos about modeling and how to make beautiful worlds and assets, and there are plenty of YouTube tutorials on how to make those. CG Spectrum also made an article all about game design that's a 12-minute read on what they do and their sort of day-to-day lives. Game design is a career not meant for the faint of heart. Not me though, I'm built different. Thank you for watching this dumpster fire of a presentation. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.